Alrighty, gonna record another league today with the 22 land Punishing Thieves deck, and let's see if we can get that 5-0. So here's the test land. You always know when you have the basic force. I actually like this hand well enough. We have a blue source. Most hands with Force of Will and lands turn out to be pretty solid, because Force of Will helps you deal with getting out of the early game, which is the hardest part for this deck. So I'm usually pretty happy when I've got a few lands, a couple spells that are in principle castable, and Force of Will. Sorry if you can hear my cat. This doesn't look like the kind of deck that would play Daze, so I'm not gonna worry about this getting countered. I'm pretty interested in all of these cards. Just want more ponders, more lands, so it's a pretty reasonable keep. Opponent not doing anything sort of smells like combo, but we'll see. Takes Brazen Borrower. What flavor of combo are you? That's a weird take from a deck like this. That makes me think maybe this is like Reanimator. I've been playing a lot of blue-black Reanimator myself lately, so maybe that's why that's on my mind, but it's kind of a strange take. Just a control deck. Yeah, it's still a strange take out of a control deck. I'm just going to take this opportunity to get down Snapcaster Mage. I know I'm shuffling away a Ponder, but I think that's fine. I have another Ponder in hand. Yeah. Looks good to me. Bug historically has problems dealing with Jace the Mind Sculptor, so I'm pretty sure I would be okay throwing away most of this hand to force Jace through. Basically stop whatever they're trying to do and then drop our Jace. Just start pulling ahead. Grim Flare, huh? It's 4. Interesting. I think I'm gonna counter that. Spell Pierce. Okay. That'll be fine. We're gonna play Jason, bounce it, and then hope to have a turn where we can kill it. I'm not going to end up blocking here, so let's just get in 2 points. Play Jace. Okay, so we can also just counter it on the way back down now that Jace is resolved. It's fine. And I'll probably pitch Snapcaster here, because my plan right now is, so I'll force the thing, and then I'll probably cast Brainstorm, and depending on what I see with this Brainstorm, that'll inform my Jace. Almost certainly just have to cast Jace Brainstorm here now. But you can cast a regular Brainstorm here. Well, that's pretty nice. Okay, so let's... I think I'm just going to end up Jace Brainstorming here. It's going to be pretty hard for them to beat Euro, I think. Euro and Oko. And this gets us ahead on lands, which is nice. Gross. Okay. Pardon me. What do we have? Okay. These cards are like not meaningful in the face of Punishing Fire. We have to kill the Grim Flayer first, or try. But we'll get Grim Flayer out of the way, and then we'll play Euro. And then we'll have Punishing Fire and Euro. Okay. None of these spells are really impactful. We have a lot of lands. So they might be incentivized to kill their own creature here, which is interesting, if they want to keep Grim Flayer around. But Euro doesn't care that much about that. And it's also nice that we have this DAC to feed the Euro, so if they kill it, we'll be able to reload it pretty quickly. Alright, and then I'll attack with Snapcaster. Maybe I should have done this first. We're more likely to trade then, but I don't think it's really that important. Narset. That is annoying. That is definitely annoying. It's probably going to be Dax, deal up Baleful Strikes, attack Narset. Probably. We'll see. So their hand is Spell Pierce X, and it'll be one other known. Spell Pierce Triumph X. It's fine. Whoa there. That is extremely aggressive. Perfect. Just perfect. this. And we're going to steal the Strix, attack Narset with both, I suppose. And then we'll regrow Punishing Fire, we'll get to kill a Strix. So yeah, we're just in fantastic shape. I guess we don't know what their last card is. Unfortunately, we won't get to draw a card here. Okay, Narset down. I don't want to let them spend mana on my turn. They're probably going to have to Spell Pierce the Punishing Fire to deal with Dak. Ooh, they might put back the Spell Pierce here because it's pretty low impact, so we might get to save Dak yet if they're not paying attention to the fact that we have Punishing Fire. It's possible. Yeah, I've been more and more impressed with this card the more I play with it. I really do want to play 2, but it doesn't check big fat creatures as well as Oko. It's slightly worse against white control than Oko. And when we're defending Dak here, we're going to Grove P-Fire first, because if they counter it, we don't want to block, because we know they're playing Edicts, and I'd rather them not be able to kill Euro that easily. Rather make them work for it. It's a cool list that our opponent has going, though. I don't really understand it yet, but I really like Grimflayer. I hate Narset, but it's powerful. Okay. Create a food token? Sorry, that was also extremely aggressive. Not turning Euro into an elk. I'm fine with this getting Spell Pierced. If they kept the Spell Pierce in hand, I'm more interested in being very mana efficient. Okay. And then we will draw approximately infinite cards. Cool. And then we'll go Oko face. Yeah. Once they let me get to attacks, there's no way they had anything for the Euro, because like letting me draw a card for free is really bad. So sick. All right, let's go on to the next one. So what do we want here? Well, we definitely want Veil of Summer and the Pyroblasts. We probably want Leo and Notion Thief and Kolgan's Command. I didn't see a ton of graveyard synergies, so I'm not too inclined to bring in the Ooze, but that's probably the last card I would bring in if I saw a bunch of stuff like that. I expect Leo, and Bolt checks in our set pretty well, so I'm going to keep Bolt in. Just a moment. Plague Engineer checks the birds pretty well, but so does the rest of my deck, I think. Maybe I'll keep in one Plague Engineer. We'll see. I don't think Brazen Borrower is particularly strong. I don't think they're playing Back to Basics so or like Blood Moon or anything. They weren't playing Snow, so okay, cutting a forest. And then last card, probably the Plague Engineer. Like I said, my deck is pretty good at checking all the small creatures that they want to play. Okay, so looks good to me. Yeah, something to note is that with this deck, it's frequently possible to trim lands. You don't want to do it against people that are pressuring your mana at all, but this guy doesn't seem to be. This player doesn't seem to be. So cutting a forest is fine. And against combo, sometimes you'll cut 2 or maybe even... I can't think of a particular matchup where you cut 3, but it's possible that you cut 3. It's just good to be aware of that. Alright. Keeping up Red Blast in case I have to fight over something. Okay. Something to note here is that frequently in this deck it's really nice to throw Brainstorms on turn 2 because in control mirrors, well in a lot of control combo, because a lot of times what you want your Snapcaster to do is really just to cast Brainstorm on turn 3, so just something to be aware of. I think they're holding up a Veil. That's sort of what this is telling me. Let's Brainstorm. Okay, well, I probably don't want Force or Trophy right now. Let's get into Badlands. And there's that Snapcaster that can Brainstorm on turn 3, just like we wanted. And currently we have access to Pyroblast plus Drown, which is nice. Yeah, that card is not super important. So let's snap Brainstorm, start using resources. They're kind of missing land drops here, which is nice for us. It means they're going to be a little constrained on what they can do. Okay. I might want to draw that trophy, I'm not sure. We will wait and find out. So if they ever tap off green, we're going to Kolaghan's Command, make them discard, and we'll pick up the Snapcaster. Huh. I think I'm actually supposed to let this go. My hand's stacked, and I don't want to, like, get caught by Veil. If something gets banned, I hope it's Veil. I would really like Veil to not exist anymore. I'm pretty tired of playing against it. I don't really want the what you call it? It's on top of my library trophy. So the reason we do this here is because we know we have a. The reason we do this before making our land drop is because we know we have a land that we can put in, and then we can cantrip into the land drop that we make for this turn. These are all great. I'm going to make the land drop. Next turn is probably going to be Brainstorm. Okay, I don't want to Pyroblast this. I've cast a blue spell, so they'll get the 2-for-1 off of Veil. So yeah, we're like way ahead on lands now. They're stuck on 3 going into turn 6, and we're going to have 6 going into turn 6. Opponent's thinking. So I'm not really sure what they have. I strongly suspect Veil, and that suspicion of Veil has basically acted as like a port right there. They're not allowed to tap this green, otherwise I get free reign to do whatever I want, which is nice. I'm actually not sure how much I want the Oko right now. I kind of feel like maybe I don't even care about the Oko. I don't care about this. Again, pardon me. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough. I do care about the deck, though. Let's... I suppose we can brainstorm. And this lets us cast Oko with Pyroblast back up, I suppose. Or, excuse me, Euro. Alright, I think P-Fire is going to be better on average. So let's fetch here. We'll get a Tropical, I guess. So blue, blue, green, green. And we'll eat land, 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 land. Ponder. Alright, Euro down. And we get to put a land into play. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And here they might tap off green, and we can't really punish them for it, unfortunately. That was nice, though, that they did not have a kill for Euro. I don't really want to throw a Punishing Fire. I have Double Grove to protect myself from Surgical, so I don't need to be super aggressive with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I can actually cast Notion Thief here with a Pyroblast Drown Force backup. So that's, I think, what I'm gonna do. What do we have here? EE. Painful truths. I'm a little confused here. Maybe it's a double black spell. They land the void. How much do I care? I guess I'll keep ground and lock up still, but I don't need to regrow this right now. A lot of the damage is probably done. Like, the graveyard is, it's still relevant, right? But like, I already have Euro in play. I have a ton of answers to this card, actually. Draw a card, 6U. Let's go like this. So we have, again, Drown and Pyroblast up, and we also can cast Notion Thief. Notion Thief is particularly relevant because we can put them to dead. Man, this card is sick. Just sick. This is E3. Oh, Painful Truths? Yeah, you got it. That was not ideal. Definitely have cast stuff into Leo before, but it does not feel good. Alright, looks like we got round 1. Let's move on to the next match. Yeah, I've been mostly pretty happy with this list. There's a few matchups that would have been awkward. A few matches, I guess. No matchup feels particularly bad right now. At least none that I'm seeing with any frequency. I wonder if there's a build of this deck that, like, goes a little harder on Euro and plays some Sylvans. I played against a deck that was also playing Euro. It was a 4-color control deck that played Euro and Kling and stuff. And Euro, at one point they had Euro and Sylvan Library, and that seemed like basically unbeatable. Just like, because this draws 3/4 of an extra card with Sylvan, which is pretty gross. Man, this hand is very close, but it isn't Mulligan. This hand is great-ish. Good enough. We'll probably throw back Trophy, fetch Island, and cast Ponder on one, just looking for lands. This would have been a nice 7. If it was a 7, I would not have even pondered. I would have just played land go. Because there's a subset of matches where, you know, you don't know what you're doing. And I had gas, but okay. So I think it's going to be like this. Brainstorm's pretty all-purpose, so there's not a matchup where it's particularly poor. And then if we're playing against Delver, for example, then we might want that trophy. Looks like snow control, maybe. I think the trophy is fine because it'll deal with an Oko if they play one. And some of these decks are crazy and play back to basics. I'm just going to get a Swamp, even though it's kind of not great on my mana. I'm just going to play Oko. And if they have to force this, that's fine. Okay. Force pitch force. And I have an answer to check their Oko or whatever they might play on 3. So this looks like an Oko. Okay. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to brainstorm first there, but like, I don't think it's really that important. Cool. Other than the 3/3, I actually like the spot we're in. And we can check it with Snapcaster Trophy, but I'd rather kill like an Oko or something with the trophy. Looks like that's what we're going to do. I do want the Brainstorm on top of my library. Or the Snapcaster, excuse me. There's a Ponder underneath it. Okay, let's trophy the Oko. And we do have this nice Force of Will for any gas that they might have left. And we can double trade the Snapcasters for the Astrolabe, I guess. They're ahead in lands, but their lands are not super important. I guess this will let them use Sanctuary, but then they're not using it to rebuy an Entreat in the late game. Ponder's good, but it's not Entreat. They can't cast Entreat right now, notably, because they turned their Astrolabe into an Elk. Thinking of what cards I want to draw. There's not a lot of cards that I don't want to draw. Like, I'd be okay with land. I do need to develop my mana further. Basically, any spell is great. Even that one. So let's see. I'm gonna snap Ponder here, I think. Kind of looking for a Grove. It's the land that I want. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And I think I'll be okay making a double block here, or trying to. That's fine. can use play goo to make this weaker. I might just brainstorm on the end step here so that I can play Plague Engineer next turn very easily. It'll depend on whether we kill the Astrolabe. Alright, yeah, I'll brainstorm and I'll probably just play Plague Engineer next turn. Or I'll brainstorm on my main phase. I don't think double spelling is realistic. Okay. So this leaves up a couple of spells. We can name human. Be happy about it. We can block the Astrolabe. We can counter whatever their spell is, and then we can slam Dak, probably stealing their food or trying to. Just to make their subsequent goes worse. Well, maybe we just do this. Interesting. I am going to want Force of Wills down the line. I don't want to discard double force here. Alright, them not doing anything right now. Okay, that's terrifying. I wonder if they let the trigger resolve already, because they can't cast it right now. They would need to fetch, and oh, they let the trigger resolve. That's so good for me, because they didn't have the mana. That's one of the things about this deck, is that the mana is really sketchy. Alright, well, I'm gonna play Euro and leave up double counter. And they might have another plow. I haven't decided yet if I will counter it. I'm a little afraid of the entreat that's in their hand, so kind of leaning towards not. Didn't need to play that land. Okay, I'm not afraid of this card. Okay, I think they're going to try again on the Angels. Yeah, I need to be able to fight over the Angels, so Euro down. There we go. And then this may be a Veil. Veil is silly. Let's force the Veil. Alright, so we're doing okay. We want to find a cling to dust pretty badly here. That's actually fine if we can't find a cling. Okay, Snapcaster's pretty good. We can snap Force or snap Drown or something. I don't know if they play 2 Mystic Sanctuaries or 1. If they play 2, we can cut them off of white by tagging a Tundra. I don't think they play more than 1 Snow-Covered Plains. Yeah, I'm actually going to go after the mana here rather than anything else. Sure. Sure. If they play Astrolabe, I would steal it immediately. Looking for Grove. Yeah, this seems good. Good enough. So we will name Snake, and then go after the Teferi. They might have a Snapcaster here, but that's fine. If this works... Yeah, I still think I just stack target myself. I'm like not super happy to get rid of. That's my last forest, I think. Oh, maybe I have one more. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the last one. And I don't have any. Do I have any drowns? I have a drown, but I don't have any Snapcasters left. So I have like 1 counterspell left to do anything with. So yeah, really what I need to do is just find a Grove. Okay, I'm probably going to steal that so that they can't entreat. Again, messing with this deck's mana, their mana is not very good, especially without Astrolabe, so it's pretty easy to mess with their mana and keep them off of entreat. They only play 1 planes. Let's take the Jace. Yeah, I'm kind of playing in fear of Terminus is whatever, of this Mystic Sanctuary that might not even be in the deck, but like I think it's fine to play around it. I get punished if they have third Oko here. Notice they did not go for a white source, which leads me to believe that maybe they don't have another Sanctuary. Otherwise, I think they just put Entreat on top there, and they're very, very likely to win. Okay, we really, really, really want to find a grove here. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, I'm not gonna bluff anything. I'm getting back 3P fires and I'm throwing one. Man, land that says draw 3 cards, I will take it. Okay, that's fine. More where that came from. There's that second Sanctuary. On Fawn. Interesting. I'd never have to cast one of these Punishing Fires again. So I'm super excited that that did not target Entreat the Angels. Yeah, chipping away a deck is not I don't think the most important thing here. Pretty soon I'm gonna turn around and start decking them. Well, maybe not. Oh, that's nice. Does it see the Fawn? Oh no, just a regular force. Sure. Okay. Okay. So they cannot fawn now, so let's do this. Save the deck. This is really just saving mana, I guess, because we've got another deck, but... Alright, brainstorm. I have these lands that I don't want. Alright. And if they have another blue card, I want them to use it here, so I'm gonna throw P-Fires. And also conveniently, we do have our answer to Retreat, although they can counter it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So here we will probably just throw a trophy here. And we will drown. They have a fawn. We're also then going to trophy again, targeting their planes. Okay, so now they can't entreat, and we're just going to start targeting them until they die. They might have like an Oko in their deck that can actually kill us. I don't even think they play 4 Okos. And I'm pretty content stealing Astrolabe to mess with their mana. Sure. What do you do? I don't know that brainstorming does anything. I can't realistically play around whatever fawn anymore, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, they didn't want to fawn. I wonder what they are doing. Okay. Yeah, I think they were basically out of win conditions, and we had the mill win condition. So cool. Let's go on to the next game. Okay, I like Pyroblasts. I like Deed. I like both of these guys, and I think Veil of Summer's fine-ish. It's okay. I'm going to trim Trophy, Bolt, and Push. I don't think the Plague Engineers are good on average. They were fine there, but I don't think they're generally good. And I don't think Brazen Borrower is particularly good either. Among these cards, like, you could consider playing... Actually, I do like Revokers. I like Revoker as well in this matchup. Naming Astrolabe is pretty sick. They also play more Okos than I do, so... I'm gonna go to maybe 2 trophies. Although they were pretty nice that game. Maybe Veil is too hard to reliably use. 3 trophies, down to 2 P-Fires maybe. P-Fire is nice in the late game, but when you get to the late game you can find them usually, so... I kind of want to cut a land, but I don't know which one I want to cut. I don't want to cut a basic. Don't really want to cut a grove. I could cut... Let's cut Bayou. Go down to 21 lands. That should be fine. Makes casting Euro from the yard a little bit more awkward, but we still have 3 fetchable green, so it should be fine. Alongside the groves, of course. This hand looks fine. We have turn 3 deck with force backup. It's all I could ever ask for. I'm going to play the Delta on 1 to bluff the Pyro. There's their access to Pyro. Interesting. I'll probably just throw a P-Fire at that. Interesting that they... This tells me they probably are not playing Blood Moon. Or maybe that's just like what they're trying to represent. I don't know. I am getting the Pyroblast read pretty hard here. I'm just not sure if I want to fight. You know what? I think I'll fight and just not play Punishing Fire. So I'll be able to trade Punishing Fire for an actual card. They might have a Snapcaster here, which could be annoying, but I get to clear their board if they do. I want to discard the Forest. Really, really sucks if they play Blood Moon or Back to Basics. I just don't know why they would fetch this way if they had that, though. I don't know, it's too big a risk. I'm going to keep the Forest. Let's draw cards. I guess I'll brainstorm once here. That's a nice one, especially if they tap out. Alright. If they tap off of red and white again, then we'll get to really just demolish them. Otherwise, and if they don't, like if they don't do anything, then we just play the DAC game. Right, we're in a position where our Planeswalker is generating advantage and theirs is not. So we're doing fine. I'm going to get that island, so now I can play around Blood Moon, well, to the best of this deck's ability. Next turn we can play Euro. Excellent. I guess I'll play Brainstorm. And yeah, this hand is just mono gas. I'll throw B-Fire right there. Sneak. Nice and easy. Sure. Okay, they tagged my B-Fires. They got rid of my engine, but I still have Euro that they'll have to deal with. Those P-Fires still gained me an insane amount of value. They drew like 4 cards or something like that. And then they used the surgical to deal with them, so it's like a 5-for-1 or something. Alright, let's stack. Pitch, drown, and Dag. Eventually I'm gonna kill this this dude, so I do want to have access to force when that's done. That is interesting. I think you'd want to surgical this. Obviously I'm fine with this. Dak doesn't die. Euro's still around. Like, this is all fine. I think if they play something here, it's probably time to try to get him with Thief. Surgical. Brainstorm. Okay. 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 probably going to be Oko first, and then try for the thief. Okay. This looks like it's going to hit Euro, which is fine. It's just a one of. I like that. I guess we'll go for the deluge. Protect deck. This is pretty soft to entreat, but it looks like they don't have entreat yet. Something to note is that sometimes they'll like use Teferi to try to bounce your food. If you have mana up to stop it, then they don't get to draw a card. Not super relevant here, but it comes up sometimes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna attack Teferi here. And then I'm gonna try to trophy Oko. Veiled Summer, okay. That's like moderately annoying, but I'll play Jace. I'll Fate Seal myself. Tells me they probably don't have a Reb. That's nice. Deed is a good one, and then I will deck myself. Probably don't need another Oko. Even if they win this game, it's going to be pretty tough for them to win a game 3. But I think we're like pretty far ahead in this game to begin with. We have more decks. Is this our last one? Okay, we've got one more. Interesting. Well, let's brainstorm. Let's Cling to Dust targeting Veil of Summer. Fallen. Okay. Then we will play Deed. And we're going to attack the Fairy. This is fine. And then we will DAC target ourselves and make a food. Don't need groves. We don't have P5s anymore. Good shape, good shape. There's that Snapcaster that I expected. Nope, that was the last card in their hand. Probably gonna be like Sanctuary for Ponder or Veil, something like that. Ponder it is. That's fine. So you're just Ponder X. That's fine. Having access to deed is really nice. That's also fine. That is surprising. So they have probably a snake or a Snapcaster. So we're just gonna like sorcery speed this Notion Thief. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We're still gonna just sorcery speed the Notion Thief, I think. We have an answer to it in Indeed. So let's just do this. Sure. They shuffled. Alright, well, let's try this. Alright. I think I just want to bounce that thing. I probably want to brainstorm here. Not ideal. We will brainstorm one more time. Looking for trophy / red blast. Bonus points for both. Red blast, red blast. Deal. Sure. I wonder if they're trying to play the decking game. I don't suspect that it will work. Alright, and that's match 2. And yeah, so it turns out when you play this deck against other grindy control decks, you tend to win. Makes you feel big brain or something, I don't know. Anyway, let's run the next one. Sorry for all the dead air, it's kind of lame, but alrighty. Match number 5. Let's keep it up. That is no good. You know what? This hand can hang with creature decks, so I'm going to keep this rather than go to 5. We have removal spells to stay in the game and a catch-up mechanic, so if we're against a creature deck, we're okay. I probably should have tossed one of the fires and kept the second trophy, to be honest. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to leave behind, but so be it. I wonder if they will miss land drops. Something about justice. Dang. Only I'm mana screwed. Like, it's gonna be pretty hard to beat a turn 3 Oko from here, not gonna lie. That card is also really hard to beat. Whoa, okay. I'm so dead. Alright, but it's good to know that they're playing Euro in their deck. That means I'll probably play Scavenging Ooze for game 3. Or game 2. Cool, cool. So they're eating their yard to play Euro. I'll probably trophy it in response to its trigger. We play at least 6 basics. Surprised that they have room for Wasteland, but you know. 2 Wastelands. Okay, this is just good, clean fun. Excellent. Not dead yet, he says. Whoa. Laura Stronghold is nasty. I'm actually gonna get a drop here. I might need to blow up that stronghold later. Let's get a volcanic. Cast Wander. Drown is not great here, but I will take it. I just want to cast spells here. Yeah, the fact that that drew out a drown, that's fantastic for me. Seven basics. Okay. Food. Okay. Let's brainstorm. Found an Oko of our own. Yes. Underground. It's between Underground and Bayou there for me. But Grove needs another blue or another green already, so it's not too big a deal. So I'm gonna do something potentially interesting here. Oh, unless they have that. Never mind. Nothing interesting happening here. The next turn I was gonna they were gonna elk their food. I would elk their Astrolabe and Deluge Everything, which protects Oko, because it slows down how quickly they can use Oko. Well, I don't know how I beat this. Jeez. This is something else. Okay, well, we're gonna play Jace. Yeah, leaving up Underground. So we'll take probably 7 here. They have a trophy. Interesting. Let's get an island. Did I play my land already? I think I did. Yeah. Okay. We're fine for now. Creating food. Interesting. Unfortunately, I have to go after a full rest stronghold here. I have to do this first so that they can't get the TNN back. And I'm out here scrapping, but it just doesn't feel like it matters. I need to find, I guess, Snapcaster off of this brainstorm, and then I don't know how I'm going to beat the Euro. Not really. But I guess that only matters if this resolves. Okay, not dead yet. But basically dead. 8 basics. Wow, that is so many basics. This person, are they playing fetch lands? Yeah, they're playing fetch lands. Must not be playing like almost any duels. Very, very reliant on Arkham's Astrolabe. Which suggests that I should maybe be bringing in what you call it, Phyrexian Revoker. This smells like a Euro. Yeah, Snapcaster here can keep me alive, but it's gonna be tough because I need to like Snapcaster and a fetch land or something crazy like that. It's gonna be a crazy crazy sequence of cards. Drown in the Lock probably. If they have a cantrip, I'm dead. Brainstorm. Snapcaster. Well, I can tag the Oko. Let's not mistap that badly. I'm super dead. I can't actually beat the Drown in the Lock on top of their library. Yeah. Yeah, that was. We kept a really poor draw, got double wasted, and then they had everything. Okay, but we got to see a lot of their deck, right? That was the good part about playing that game so long, is we got to see what sort of we need to do for the next game. We definitely want Pyroblast, definitely want Veil and Scavenging Ooze. We want these kinds of cards as well. We might want these. So Punishing Fire did not seem particularly strong, nor did Bolt or Fatal Push. Plague Engineer actually seemed a lot stronger than normal because they're playing at least one TNN. Jeez. So many cards that matter. I'm going to cut a Grove, or not a Grove, a Bayou again. I think they could be pressuring my mana, but not super hard. It's not like, I don't think they're playing 4 Wastelands. I'd be surprised. Need 4 more cuts. Holy cow. We can trim forces, trim a deck because they're playing Abrupt Decay. Trim 1 more trophy. Maybe, well, the thing about trophies is that it's our only. No, it's not. We're bringing in Grave Hate. It's not our only way of interacting with Full Rest Stronghold, although I think I still want a couple of copies. Let's try it like this. I think Revoker is going to be fine. Name Astrolabe really is going to mess with their mana, and we can also name Oko, among other things. this is what I'm least sure about the Revoker, but like it does deal with Oko without getting failed, which I like. Okay. This hand is fine. I'm not going to lead on Grove because I don't want to get wasted. I want to be able to cast Scavenging Ooze. Oh, pardon me. Disgusting. This card is so dumb. It's a little unfortunate that I don't have a land or a cantrip, but we were pretty unlikely to miss. We're pretty unlikely to miss 3 in a row. 2 in a row missing on land and cantrip from that position is like you're 25% to miss. So missing 3 in a row is, I guess, 12.5% to miss, roughly. So happens sometimes, but it's not common. Makes sense. Nice. That is really nice. Yeah, let's drown that. If they have a force, that's actually fine because we can deal anyway. So there's a little bit of a tension between force and scavenging ooze, but I do want to make it harder for them to cast Euro. So I'm gonna eat the ponder here. I think they might be considering a surgical here, because now I'm not protecting anything in my yard from surgical, but that's fine. That's nice. A little worried about Wasteland, just how our draw shaped up. Pardon me. Okay. I'm not going to bother. Okay. I don't know if I want these punishing fires right now. Trophy is really clean, which is why I'm interested. Okay. Well, I don't really want the punishing fire now. Kind of want the land underneath it, but what's she gonna do? Alright. currently have the mana to cast it. I considered tagging their drop, but like, it doesn't do anything. Okay, we have Notion Thief with Force backup, so if they want to cast it, we'll draw a card. Multiple euros. I will attempt to draw the card instead. Nice. No, friend, no. 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 Okay, well, sometimes that happens when you play Notion Thief. People just accidentally make themselves lose. Okay, that went well, surprisingly. It did not seem like it should have gone well, but hey. Okay, I don't want Revoker as much anymore. I want Dak and Trophy. Or, yeah, Dak and Trophy. After playing through that game, I think, I don't know. Now that I know they have duels, I don't care about Revoker as much. Their mana's maybe not that bad, and they're playing multiple euros, which are pretty good at making their mana good. It's not like they're casting super hard to cast spells like Entreat the Angels. Okay. I wonder how many of this card they're playing. It is very good. That'll be good later. I don't need to cast this right now. Actually, I probably should cast it. Well, they don't have black up for this, but I'll wait a little longer. I think I'm actually just going to eat the Brainstorm. It's not realistic for me to be able to eat 2 euros, but taking the Brainstorm makes it so it's harder for them to cast. I might actually try to... oh, they actually don't have a land drop this turn, I don't think. Yeah, they don't. But if they did have a land drop, I would consider inducing them to cast Drown in the Loch by fetching first, but here, let's just eat a Brainstorm. Looking for our own cantrips. We want to start filling our yard for Cling. It's not going particularly well, but there we go. That's what we want. I guess we'll put back the 2 non-fetches. We can start cleaning again soon. Sure. Actually, Cling is so good. I really like where we're at right now. I think we're okay. It's fine. I don't want to like counter stuff and put stuff in their yard if it's just like this stuff that doesn't matter. I'll counter stuff that's impactful like Oko, I guess, but this other stuff just doesn't matter. It's a cantrip on a 1/1. Let's get a Trop and cast Brainstorm. Good to be aware I don't have the Bayou in the deck right now. Excellent, that is exactly what I wanted. Okay. I do want to have access to the Plague Engineer, so I'm not going to shuffle that away. So we can hit both of their Euros here. If they like try to kill Nile Spellbomb, we'd blow their yard. In response, they use Full Rats or something like that, we can tag their Euros. And in fact, in the end step, we're probably going to do that no matter what. Let's drown that. We'll force Veil probably, if they have Veil. If they have Drowned, then we'll just cast Veil. We did shuffle, so we don't know the top card. This card is stupid. This card is so stupid. And for now, they do not have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I have to. Oh, damn, this is actually annoying. Okay. So unfortunately, the way that all worked out, they can cast a Euro here. They eat everything, but they can cast one. I guess we'll force the Euro and then bomb it. That's pretty good. Alright, I think we're in good shape. That'll be nice later. I want that to tap for black. Blue. Alright, so cantrips off. We can cling in the end step if they play any kind of non-creature spell or play fetch or anything like that. We have True name nemesis checked with this plague engineer. So we're doing fine. Deed is kind of whatever at this stage. I'm gonna target myself here. I don't think I need the deed or the second trophy. Do they have a notion thief? No attacks. Deal. Opponent's deck is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite cards, and I really like Euro. So opponent's deck just has a lot going for it that I like. Not going to expose Dak just yet. Snapcaster is excellent. Drown is whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So here I can name Snake, and then I have Dak or Snap Veil. And here I will get a Swamp. Snapcaster Veil. This card is really stupid. I'm going to keep saying that because it continues to be true. So even if they have a TNN here, I don't think it's enough. We're like very far ahead now. Yes. And I will get an island. Sure. There's the TNN. Which, who knows, could be enough. I'll probably go after Grove. Doesn't matter. Oop. That's Dak. Looking for a second Plague Engineer. Probably don't need another Volcanic. Potion Fire is good. Oko plus. Oko checks TNN pretty well, which is nice. This I don't quite understand because Plague Engineer is on Snake, so that effectively just spent 5 mana to not do anything, I think. Oh, maybe they have they might have Fatal Push. That would make sense. Yeah, I don't really want the Ponder that's on top of my library. I'm not sure I have something else. Okay. probably do it. Especially alongside that. That may have been greedy. So I can use green, green, red to regrow P-Fire and eat 2 things. This also has the advantage of playing around Graveyard Hate, or specifically Surgical, I guess. So I can let this resolve. And the whole time I had green mana up to protect myself from Surgical. If they spend mana to put the Coatl on top of their deck, I think I'm fine with that. This is like making them spend mana during their next turn, which is okay with me. They can counter the +1/+1 counter to get this on top of their library, and that's totally fine. Yep. Not a bad draw. So this is what, 9, so they're already on a turn 2 turn clock. I don't need to eat anything extra here. Could have eaten the Leopold, I guess. And again, you know, this is what happens. The deck just beats up on fair stuff. Here I don't want to let them draw any number of cards, so Spire Blast is pretty free. They have 1 card in hand, and I have Snap Drown, so nice. It was pretty scary after the first game, but we managed to rally it back and get there. Man, these videos, they feel long. I guess like when I watch videos like this, you know, you can fast forward to the parts you want, and it's just got all the pieces there. You don't necessarily sit down and just watch 2.5-hour video or however long this ends up being, but it does take a while to record it. But that's fine. Just fine. Yeah. Playing against Nate from Eternal Dirtles. This hand looks fine. Leading Island here kind of sucks, but sometimes it's just what you have to do. We got Exploration. That's terrifying. Sorry for the lag. Double Exploration, double terrifying. Dryad Arbor. That's probably the least terrifying thing that happened. It sucks that I can just get merit aged here. What do we got? Ramanap. No, my friend. No. I could kill this Dryad Arbor with Plague Engineer, but like, what the hell am I doing if I do that? I don't honestly know what else he has in his deck. I'm just gonna do it. Keeping the board clean is good. This thing is not a Dryad. Look at this name! Dryad of the Elysian Grove is not a Dryad. This is just completely unreasonable. Alright. Mr. Faden. I probably want all the trophies that I can get. Underground Sea is like a pretty crappy land anyway. This card's pretty cool. Like, always makes me feel like I'm about to get my escape shifted or something. Oh no, is this Primeval Titan? Green Sun for the questing beast. Chalice 2. Green Sun 3. Oh, for Euro. Okay, I get it. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I guess he should have stacked the triggers the other way. I'll block. No. Got him. Got him. Once we ult this, these become instant 2-mana take possession, basically, which is pretty sick. Yeah, sure. I probably am supposed to just say I don't care at this moment. Yeah, I want to dig. I want to find Grove really badly. Snapcaster's probably fine. It's kind of a let's see. think this fizzles like 95% that this fizzles it. And we're going to do it like this. That way if they sack it for life, I would get to regret P-Fire. Take possession. Make food. Is this thing legendary? I don't think so. Is that a concession? Lag like this usually means concession. Okay. Not legendary, good to know. Okay, so what do we want here? We probably want Scavenging Ooze. We probably want Surgicals. They look like a Loam deck. I probably want Fawn. They're playing Green Sun, I probably want Deed. They're playing Exploration, so I probably don't need stuff to deal with Chalice. Don't think Pyroblast is particularly great. Drown is maybe going to be eh. I think the Plague Engineers are going to be pretty eh, too. Do Bolt. Maybe Push is fine, but probably not Bolt. And then, yeah, I think that'll be good. Oh, I should have brought in Bomb. I missed the Bomb. Yes. That's fine. This Deluge is going to be a nice cleanup tool. I think I'm going to play a Badlands here. That way I can cling without fetching if they play anything. If not, then we're just chilling. Take a couple points, no big deal. Okay, we can cling that. Alternatively, we can not cling that. Just chillin'. As long as I'm making land drops, I'm not really under that much pressure. I'm pretty okay just sitting back. I don't need to like cling my own Misty or anything. Although now I probably will do that if they don't play anything. Because I do need to move into my deck. Now they gave me a clean target, so that's nice. I wonder what's going on. Dryad, that's fine. So they didn't play an additional land, so I suspect their hand is just gas. But let's cling. Just looking to find more land drops here. Not ideal. Great, 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 great. Okay, so let's deluge X4, clean everything up. Sure, is this like fluster? Dovin's veto? Yikes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, that's a good one to know about for sure. X is 3. I think that's fine. Even if it were scavenging ooze, I could just kill it. Yeah, that's gonna get swept up. I'm gonna get pretty low here, though. But I do have cling to regain some life, so I should be fine. I also have to force a crop rotation if they play one. Just something to be aware of. Let's deluge. Down to 4. Alright. Not dead yet. Although our hand is like, terrible. Gross. Not particularly happy with our position here. Okay. If we want to cling, we have to cast something. So maybe I'm gonna target Dovin's veto. Like, I don't know how many of each of these things they play, but I just need to cast a spell here. And if this gets countered by Dovin's veto, then great. Holy crap, I'm a psychic. Alright, let's take a screenshot here, so we know what we're playing against. Okay. They do have Valakut. Alright, that's very good to be aware of. Are they playing Life from the Loam? They do have one copy of Depths and Stage. No loams, so we don't care about lands. Let's just eat Veil of Summer, I guess. We need to draw a card. That's not bad. Just gotta find like a deck or something. Don't actually want to play that land. Boo. Whatever. That makes me sad. I also have a skeep shift. It's good to know about. You need to be targeting cling. Interesting. Yes. Why, I would like a brainstorm. Okay, I've got trophy to deal with that, so we're okay for now. Perfect. Now our cling is just phenomenal. So I can't. I guess Valakut doesn't do anything just yet, so I don't want to tap low here. I can tap low during our end step, but not during my turn. Yeah. And I'll cling. Cling will be not bad. That makes that Dryad scary, but it's not scary by itself. Actually, oh, we don't have the surgical aid with a cling. Okay, so yeah, let's just draw a card. One, two. So we're just gonna eat lands and like a. Actually, we can just eat 5 lands here. Perfect. Engine established. He's doing all this work, and we're going to gain control of it. At least that's what I imagine will happen. I'm so sad right now. Okay. You got me. Alright, I want that. Alright. Yeah. When people can't pressure Dak, like Dak ultimate is so powerful. That was pretty insane. Jeez. It's always fun to play Nate. He plays sick decks. he played me with like I played him with this like Bedlam Revel, like 4 mainboard Bedlam Reveler deck, and like he played me. What was the? There was some other crazy deck that he played me with. Several Bedlam Reveler decks is what I'm thinking. And he played some deck with Is It Charm, which is just like one of my favorite cards of all time. For those of you who are not aware. A long time ago, in a world far, far away, I played this deck with 3 mainboard Is It Charms to the top 8 of GPC Tech. Man, Reanimator lists were really cool back then. My list was not correctly tuned, but it was cool. And man, I love Is It Charm. I killed an unreal number of Deathrat Shamans that weekend. All right, one more. It seems I feel kind of weird posting this because like, and I will feel weird, especially if I 5-0, because it'll seem a lot like I'm cherry picking my leagues. But this is legitimately the second league that I have recorded. I just happened to 5-0. If I 5-0 right, I'm in position. My last 2 5-0s were actually with a different deck entirely. They were with some Reanimator. I was revisiting Blue-Black Reanimator. And yeah, this deck is, well, it's a very different pace of play from from Punishing Thieves. But I was grinding the points for whatever it's called, the showcase event, and you can't grind points with Punishing Thieves. It's just the leagues take too long. And I had to get like 12 in a day, so I just fired up Reanimator League after Reanimator League. Well, Basic Plains Go is promising. If this is Death and Taxes, that's a quite good matchup. It's not actually that exciting. That's a little bit better. In game 1, I'm pretty okay with just like tossing Force of Wills and stuff for tempo. Let's brainstorm. Drown is not that good. No ponder. I do want the fetch though. I need red and black. I can't get a Badlands with this, but I need more mana. My mana's not that good right now, especially if I get Wastelanded. Stoneforge is fine. Sword of Fire and Ice is fine. They can't equip it next turn, they missed a land drop. So I'm basically just gonna look for better removal spell. Those are also not exciting. My draws have not been particularly good here, but so be it. Euro would actually be a cool draw here. Ramp me to 5. Well, I don't want to run into a batter skull, is the thing. Okay. And if they go sword equip, then I can trophy the sword and block, which uses a lot of their mana for the turn. I could alternatively like hope to get lucky and like draw deck fade and steal sword and like have sword of my own, but that's really bad against Flicker Wisp, so not super big on that. Sure. Let's eat the sword. And try to block the Stoneforge. They might plow here. That's fine. Alrighty. That's fine. GT, that's fine. Alright, I really need to like have more gas in hand. I'm gonna brainstorm here and really just hope to hit either gas, 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 or a fetch land. Didn't really hit either of those. I guess the Cling we can draw a couple cards with, so that's fine. I don't actually care if they get a couple of GT counters. I have almost no creatures that matter, so if they want to spend their turn casting and equipping GT and attacking, I will happily trade the Snapcaster in that situation. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, that's fine. Whatever. I'll attack. I'll get in points. Or trade or something. Yeah, that's one of the things that I mess up a lot when I play this deck, is just like not going to my attack step when I'm going to deluge. Sanctum Prelate plus Mother of Runes can be pretty annoying, but they put it on 2 rather than, or 1 rather than 2. It's really bad when it's on 1 or 2. Pardon me. Biome. They've got a GT. What else? Mirren Crusader. Okay. Let's eat that sword. draw. Wow. I am flooding, you could say. Alright, this time I can't give them the GT for free. I could have gone for the cheese strat and like stolen GT and like just tried to get him to machine gun down all his own stuff, but I don't assume that my opponent's going to play like that. Let's eat the GT. I guess I can cast Cling again if I play land, so we'll do that. Although now I have to start going after my own stuff if I want to draw cards. Alright, let's find Punishing Fire. Oh man, do they have a Revoker? Ugh. Gross. Okay. Only have one Snapcaster left in the deck. Goes after deck. Okay, well, let's eat Force of Will. We'll leave up red mana on the chance we draw Bolt. We were eating Force of Will. Eating Force of Will. Let's actually not eat the Brainstorm. 2 Snapcasters. There we go. Ponder. Okay. Well, as long as we don't have to counter anything, we'll be okay. Brazen Borrower is okay. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to draw. And we'll target this one. That's fine. I can cast force. I need to preserve my life total here, I think. So I'm gonna kill the revoker. And I'll probably end up bouncing the vial here if they don't cast anything of value. That does not count. I guess my top card is a land, so all their stuff is creatures. I'm gonna eat Ponder. And then get Badlands. And prevent them from protecting their own Flicker Wisp. Alright, as long as they don't draw Wasteland for our Grove, we're in okay shape. Not great, but okay. We're in passable shape. Okay, they have a Batter Skull. If they can cast it this turn, that's a problem. Not actually a huge one. We can spend like 6 mana and kill it. This game is crazy. They might have another Flicker Wisp here. Okay, I'm gonna brainstorm. That's not the best, but that's fine. We're at the point where we can start lightning bolting them every turn if they don't do something, so we're not in awful shape. I guess I should have probably kept the Force Will in hand. Whatever. I could have forced that. Well, I'll probably get to force it on the way back down. I'm only going to regrow one Punishing Fire here. I don't want them to be able to like port me during their upkeep and then flash in something and equip it. That would be probably a disaster. So I guess if they have Flicker Wisp, then that doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, it took us way too long to find anything this game, so it's very, very close. Yikes. Okay. We're not dead yet. We're gonna probably have to... So we're going to tag... It's actually fine. And then we can cling to dust to go up to 5 to survive here. But we're going to be losing a significant amount of resources if we do that. Okay, we get to keep 2 P-fires. If we get, since we get to keep two P-fires, we might be okay. Okay. I'm not quite sure how we win this game yet, but we're not dead yet. Yeah, this would have been much easier if I just forced the Batterskull. Okay, well. One, two, 8. Perfect. How much mana do they have? They have 8. Okay. Okay, how many more 3s do they realistically have? Hopefully not a lot. Okay, so this turn they should pop the Batterskull, and then I can finally counter it. That swamp was a good draw. Couldn't have been a fetch land. Alright. So now they're out of equipment. I don't know how many creatures they have that are resilient to punishing fire. Also, our deck is, yeah, full of cards that are just going to win the game, like Oko here. That's pretty good. Finding a Jace would be nice. Drowning a rock, huh? All their scariest stuff is on 3, which is disappointing. I would like to... draw a deck and steal it. Okay. It's not that that doesn't do anything, but it doesn't do much. Oh my god. That was a grind. Hopefully you learned that even if you make mistakes, you can, still maybe get there. But like, yeah, the force of will management is actually like really complicated in this matchup. I was not drawing anything anytime soon. Okay, and especially in games 2 and 3, almost all of my losses in this matchup come from me punting in games 2 and 3 to like Cataclysm and stuff like that. Trophy, and then I want Leo, Colgan's Command, Deed, Revoker. I don't care about Borrower. Oh, I don't care about Euro. Borrower is maybe slightly better than Trophy because it's good against Palace Jailer. Alrighty. Let's get the 5-0. Come on. Man, this hand has a bunch of good cards in it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the. I guess there's not a reason to throw the island, right? If I'm just gonna fetch it, so I'll keep the island. Save a life. Save a life. File. Okay. Alrighty. I cut drowns, right? Yes. Okay. Sure. That's not bad. Hey, you silly kitten. I'll probably end up potion firing that. I have sweepers, but I don't have access to them just yet. I was really hoping I didn't have a wasteland. Yeah, I think I'll brainstorm here. Okay. think I need to fetch underground here. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to draw my card. I thought I had an upkeep stop. Okay, that makes my life a lot easier. Alright, I think it's gotta be Vile here. And then we kind of just have to hope that we draw a land. Okay. Yikes. The all 3-drops hand. Luckily, if they equip it and we draw a red source, then we can still do the whole DAC thing. Okay, I'm good going next. Yeah. Stumbled on lands. I guess I could have kept an extra land in my opener, but like 4 lands, 2 spells seems pretty sus. Maybe Leo wasn't great, but it's checks Port and Wasteland pretty well. You just have to get it into play. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, well, this card is amazing, and we have Ponders, so let's get our basics under us, I guess. At least 2 of them. Well, DAC and P-Fire and Swamp are also good. Okay. Okay. I think I want to make them actually spend mana on their spells, so I'm gonna trophy that. So that they can't port me as much. Because if I get DAC down, then we will be in good shape. Interesting. Alright. Alright. Surprised that they did not do that on my turn, but So if they do play something here, I'll probably end up playing Plague Engineer. Otherwise, alright, are they going to port me? Okay, yeah, I'll get the easy value. That feels pretty good. Sure. What are we picking? 2? Okay. Luckily, we have Mr. Fade-In and Lightning Bolt. But let's play Dak. We do want to hit lands here, so... And Dak basically ensures that we do. Because we'll get to Dak plus Ponder. So we're going to want to actually hold lands here to try to beat Cataclysm until we find Force of Will. I wanted to play this so that I could get this off the board, but subsequent turns we're going to want to hold lands if we can. We can double spell basically every turn for 5, so we don't need a ton more. But if we get catted, we're going to want to be able to rebuild. I guess the hope is they play Sword of Fire and Ice here. Revoker. Okay, that's fine. Naming Dak Fade-In makes sense. Okay, so let's go like so. If they'd had Surgical there, by the way, we could use Snapcaster to effectively counter it. We have enough mana to do so. Like I said, I just want to hold up. I just want to keep lands. I'm playing this one out as slightly greedy, but I do. Man, I'm getting really greedy here. I want to snap Brainstorm. That's really what I want to do. But like, okay, they played their lands, so they probably don't have Kata, at least not in hand. That's fine. Yes. So now we can clock them. Fairly quickly. Let's cast this Brainstorm. It's really unfortunate. I'm going all in. And with this, I will name... What matters here? I guess Gideon is like none of their equipment really matters. So if they kata, they keep playing lands out. So okay. Okay. Yes, this is greedy. The fetch part is greedy. But like drawing a land there is not that good. I need to be able to, I need to draw a Force Will, basically. I need to just insulate myself from Cataclysm in that way. Well, we drew the land, we're not playing it. That's the one we tried to shuffle away even. This is lethal. We have 4 points of earn, 6 points on board. Oh my god. Alright. You know what? You know that that name was sick. Alright, that was a sick way to 5-0. That was nice. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. We'll open a chest for fun. After that, I hope you'll join me for the next one. That was clean. Super clean. Yeah, I'm enjoying the list. I think it's quite good. Hopefully you are also enjoying it. I don't even know what these cards are. Whatever. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining. Hopefully you'll join me for the next one, and I will see you then.